Can someone tell me where I can find a decent, loyal, funny, good-looking guy around here? Like,
if he doesn't want a relationship with you, this is probably why. And I've heard this from my guy friends themselves, so I know it's true. If you notice that the guy's kind of self-sabotaging, leading you on, etc., etc., and in your head you're like, we would be perfect together, like, why isn't this working out already? Guys will literally ghost and remove themselves from the situation and self-sabotage when they know they are not good enough for you. This is like factual, like they do this. If a guy's feeling any type of insecure, they feel insecure around you, they feel like they're not good enough for you, he will straight up sabotage you guys. Because in his head, he'll be beating himself up like, I'm not good enough for this girl. And they literally become their own worst enemies, and it's their own insecurity. So I want you to stop taking it so personally. I wish I knew this sooner, okay? Because before I realized it was like their own insecurities, I used to blame myself. And girl, that is not what you were gonna be doing, okay? I need you to know it is not you, and it is not a you problem. He knows that he is not at the standard to provide for you that he should be. And so he's literally taking himself out of the running. Like, that is what they do. And it hurts, but you need to realize that they are saving you headaches in the future by taking themselves out of the running, because you literally deserve better. Someone who's not gonna run away. Yeah. I love you, bestie boo. Mwah.
I've just discovered the reason why it's so hard to find a good guy dating in 2023. And it's not because there aren't any left and that all men are disgusting and all men are trash. That is completely false, no matter what you hear from other girls on TikTok. The truth is that the good guys are done with dating. They would rather be single and have their peace than be in a relationship and not be treated correctly. They're done playing the games, okay? Girls not being monogamous, them not texting them back, them giving them mixed signals, them opening up and sharing their feelings, and then a girl breaking up with them. They don't want to deal with that. They'd rather work a lot, go home, play some video games, watch a movie, and spend time with their dog or themselves than ever have to deal with women.
I know what I'm about to say is going to surprise some of you, but I don't have any problem with somebody using my words because it's still spreading the message that I believe in. So like it, interact with it. You don't need to report it, but just don't fall for clicking the link. And side note, I should mention here, I have never and probably will never have a backup account. So please be aware so that you don't get scammed.
Why is it so hard to find a high value man? What do you mean by that? Like, all I want is a good guy that takes care of me. But there's plenty of good guys out there. What do you mean by take care of you? I don't know, like make me feel safe, take away my stress, take charge for once. Oh, I get it. So a man you could submit to. Ew, what? A man who's bigger and stronger than you? Yeah. A man who can financially support the two of you? Preferably. A man who takes the lead on things? Sure. Right. A man superior to you. Ugh, why are you saying it like that? Like what? Superior, submit, like all these words are disgusting. Just because I'm a woman doesn't mean that men are superior to me. And I'm a strong woman. I don't submit to anyone. But you want to, huh? How can a man lead if you don't want to submit to that lead? How can a man make you feel safe if he isn't physically superior to you? How can a man support you financially and take away your stress if you don't allow him to? You say that you want all of these things, but the moment a man with those qualities comes around, you feel your independence slipping away and you panic. So how about you submit for once and let one of those good men give you what you want? I'll never submit and you'll never find a man.
I'm not sure why nobody wants to speak up about this, but I guess I'll be the one to do it. There is a serious shortage of attractive, eligible, mentally stable, emotionally available men. We need to get a search party together, figure out what has happened, where have they gone, and what do we do about this? Because it's a problem.
Look, I have said this before and I will say it again. There is no shortage of good men. It is simply that you don't see the men that are good men in your life as dateable, but they're probably good friends. Like they're probably in your friend zone. And then for the good men that aren't in your life, it is because they're not looking to date. They probably spent far too long in a relationship that took advantage of their goodness. Those men are either working, they're either at home, or they're just hanging out with friends or doing some sort of hobby in seclusion. So if you really do want a good man, you better look in your friend zone or do all that you can to put out positive energy about men because they will see you and they might take a chance on you then.
I often get asked, where are all the good guys? There are no more good guys out there. Good guys don't exist. This is becoming a bit of a theme lately. Now, as a psychotherapist, I can confirm that there are many great guys out there. I've had them sat in my office and I have worked with them. The problem is the great guys, the good, kind, caring, authentic guys tend to get caught up in toxic relationships, often with narcissists. So These guys are difficult to track down because they've often been pinned down and they've been so abused that they're not able to get out of that relationship and understand and get into a healthy relationship. These guys do exist, but sometimes, ladies, you've just got to be patient.
Why is trying to date in 2024 so wildly out of reach? So I've just been watching a lot of TikTok over the last few days, and the consensus that I have had is that women truly want a relationship. They want to meet guys in person, or they want to meet them on the apps if the apps actually do their job, and they want to fall in love. They want a relationship. And then what I'm seeing from guys, especially through my own experience, is that men don't want relationships. They want toys. They want convenience. They don't want to have to put any effort whatsoever into women. And women are sitting over here saying, I will put in so much effort. Just like date me. Like, let's date. But then the guy's like, but I don't want to reciprocate that effort. And I'm not talking about men that are 50 years old that have been butthurt and heartbroken by the women that they butthurt and heartbroke. So that's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about people that have had maybe a couple of serious relationships. They haven't been through the ringer with women like a lot of the men that watch my TikToks have been. You guys have been married. You guys are older. Like, you've been through shit. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about the guys that are from like 28 to 45. And in that range, the 28-year-olds don't want a relationship. They want something convenient. They want situationships. They just want something casual. They don't want to have to commit. And then the 45-year-olds are the same way. The 29-year-olds, the 30-year-olds, the 31-year-olds, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40 to 45 all want something casual, and they want women to be a piece of fucking meat for them. And then the guys are going to come for me and saying, that's just the guys that you're choosing. Sweetie, I'm just matching with people, and they're coming and telling me I just want something casual. In fact, I just had a friend that had to deal with a situationship with an ex-boyfriend of hers that she wanted to be back in a relationship with him, and he was like, I don't want to talk about that. So, like, why is reciprocating love and generosity and thoughtfulness and just why don't you want to be emotionally available? Has masculinity in our culture gotten so fragile that, like, you guys don't want to provide a safe space for women anymore? Is it because you were never provided a safe space as a young boy because of the toxic masculinity culture of the United States? I mean, I really don't understand what it is. And I know for the younger guys, it's not because they've been heartbroken or whatever. There's probably a small group of guys that were cheated on, and now they hate every single woman that walks the planet of the earth. But that's not the general, like, population. And what I'm wondering is why the general population of guys that have not been hurt by the 0.2% of women don't want anything. Like, there's a very small amount of men out there that actually truly want a relationship with a good woman. And I don't understand. First of all, I don't know where they're at. I have no idea where you guys are. And then secondly, like, well, I don't know what number I'm on, but I don't understand it. Like, women, you guys, I don't know if you see it. I don't know if it's on your algorithm, but women are we want love. We want romance. We want to give love. We want to give romance. But really all we're being told is like, oh, you're not worth it from men. You're not worth my time. I'm going to chase the girl that's going to break my heart. And I understand girls do the same thing. I get it. But, like, you guys you don't want anything. You don't want anything. Why? Why don't you want something? Again, I'm not asking the men that hate women. I'm asking the men that just want casual shit. Why? Are you broke? Can you not date? Like, if you have money, why aren't you dating? Because if you have money, you ain't worried about women being, like, whatever, gold diggers or whatnot. So, like, why aren't you dating? Why don't you want something with women that want to give you the world? Why?